Howdy, classmates. Welcome to the presentation on Understanding Risks Click-Through EULAs. My name is Gary Hutchison, and today we will explore the various risks associated with click-through end-user license agreements, or EULAs, and how businesses can mitigate these risks. In today's digital landscape, businesses face significant risks from click-through EULAs. These agreements, often accepted without thorough review, can expose organizations to legal, compliance, and operational vulnerabilities. Click-through agreements are common when working with software. These agreements often include EULAs that users agree to without reading or understanding the terms. While convenient, this simplicity brings significant risks for businesses, such as data collection without consent and potential privacy violations. To safeguard against these risks, it is crucial to implement robust mitigation strategies. These strategies include establishing a comprehensive vetting process for third-party software, educating employees on implications of click-through agreements, and implementing automated restrictions to prevent unauthorized software installations. By proactively managing these risks, businesses can protect their interests and ensure compliance with regulatory requirements. Let's talk about some legal risks. Businesses face these legal risks when employees accept click-through EULAs. These agreements may include terms that limit the company's rights or impose unexpected liabilities. For example, clauses that restrict software modification can hinder troubleshooting efforts, and broad data collection rights can lead to challenges under privacy laws like the GDPR or the CCPA. Click-through EULAs can also violate regulatory requirements. Agreements may also allow software providers to collect sensitive business data without adequate safeguards, leading to breaches of data privacy laws. This is particularly concerning for businesses in regulated industries like healthcare and finance, where non-compliance can result in audits, sanctions, or loss of certifications. Operational risks from click-through EULAs are often underestimated. Provisions restricting software modification can prevent integration with existing infrastructure, and automatic renewal clauses can disrupt budgeting and operational planning. Additionally, unauthorized access to sensitive areas of the IT environment can lead to data breaches and cybersecurity incidents. So let's take a look at some real-world examples. A personal example was during a day at work, a user who accepted the terms of an application called Read.ai provided access to that user's calendar, Teams, documents, and other system-level processes. This led to unauthorized meetings and calendar invites being sent out by the application, disrupting the operations that we were doing. This caused an investigation to kick off, which drowned out workforce hours and also disrupted the teams that were working on that particular investigation. Another example is the Seguros versus TransUnion Corporation. In this case, the court ruled that the click-through agreement used by TransUnion was unenforceable. The issue arose because TransUnion's agreement, which included an arbitration clause, failed to provide adequate notice to users. While the customer was required to click a button to proceed, the agreement's terms, including the arbitration requirement, were buried deep in a multi-page document and not distinctly visible or accessible during the transaction process. The court determined that merely requiring a user to click "I agree" is insufficient if the terms are not prominently displayed or if users are not explicitly informed of their legal implications. This ruling highlights the importance of ensuring click-through agreements clearly present critical terms and secure informed consent from users. A final example is the Forrest versus Verizon Communications. The plaintiff, Bruce Forrest, challenged a form of selection clause included in Verizon's click-through agreement for its digital subscriber line service. Forrest argued that the clause, which required disputes to be litigated in Virginia, was unreasonable and deprived him of the ability to seek collective redress. The court upheld the enforceability of the click-through agreement, including the forum selection clause, emphasizing that such agreements are legally binding if users are given reasonable notice of the terms and demonstrate acceptance. These cases highlight the potential risk for businesses relying on click-through agreements and on businesses that have situations where users click I agree, and that these challenges could cause or could impose undue risk on the business. To mitigate these risks, businesses should implement a robust vetting process for all software. They must educate employees about the implications of click-through agreements and use automated restrictions to block unauthorized downloads. Regular audits of third-party software usage can also help identify potential compliance issues and ensure alignment with legal and operational standards. So let's dig a little deeper into the strategies. Businesses should establish a robust vetting process for all software before downloading. Legal teams must thoroughly review click-through EULAs to identify problematic terms and ensure they align with the organization's compliance framework and operational needs. Employees should be trained to accept agreements only with prior approval from relevant stakeholders. Companies need to prioritize employee education to address risks from click-through EULAs. Training programs should highlight potential risks, such as data privacy issues and hidden liabilities. Clear protocols should guide employees in escalating agreements with management or legal counsel when necessary. Businesses should also implement automated restrictions in the IT systems. These can help manage risks from click-through EULAs by blocking unauthorized third-party application downloads and installations. Pre-approved software lists can enhance these systems by providing employees with applications that meet security, operational, and compliance standards. Finally, companies should have ongoing audits of third-party software usage and related click-through agreements to minimize risks. Regular compliance checks ensure alignment with legal and operational standards while reducing potential liabilities. Tracking compliance with pre-approved software lists and set protocols enhances organizational responsibility. In summary, click-through agreements pose significant risks to businesses, including legal, compliance, and operational concerns. By adopting proactive measures such as vetting processes, employee education, and automated restrictions, businesses can effectively manage these risks and safeguard their interests. Thank you for the opportunity to present this to you, and go Aggies, gig 'em.